kill some dragons! Hi everybody and welcome to Here Be Dragons, our dragon killing game, where all 35 sessions up to this point have had one goal and one goal only, the murder of dragons. My name is Philip and I'm the Dragon Master, and joining me are not dragons, but a bunch of dragon hunters. Say, death to dragons, players.
Death to dragons.
Also,
players.
You guys can change your names if you want to. I forgot. And your names are new characters this time. See, I shouldn't have gone live. I'm going to be honest with you viewers out there. Welcome. This will be a fun one. But I don't know how many of you play a lot of D&D. Starting a character at level 20 can be a lot. So as we were kind of also, and then so here's the 1-2 punch. Oh wait, here we go. We got our other player coming in here. Perfect timing. So starting a character at level 20 can be a lot, but it can especially be a lot when you built that character a year and a half ago, in October of 2021. So our players are taking a minute to figure out how all of their features work, all the things they can do. I suspect. Watch there be no combat today. Watch you guys just talk all the time. That'd be amazing.
Well, we gotta get back used to being who we were. So
yeah, you gotta. You've never played these characters, so we've got to establish.
To figure out who they are.
Establish their identities. And hello.
Can't hear you.
We're what was the other thing I was going to do here real quick? I'm pulling up lots of stuff that I was like, oh right, I should have this handy as well. Perfect. Okay. You know what? I'll continue to stall as I will open what I actually think, guys. This is it. What an auspicious night. Before we see Dragonfire burn everything, we have the final die from this set is going to be opened, and I can't imagine what's inside. I'll bet it's like a weird one. Those are fancy. Are those gemstone?
Yeah. They're onyx given to me by my friend and my brother, Elon.
Those look great.
Beautiful onyx. All right, well, my friends, I have two dice here in this final thing. The first one, because this is a wintry thing, is and this is one of those dice that, like the other one, will drive one insane. It is a fir tree, and I believe, or as a Christmas tree, the number of ornaments is the pips.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
So you got to be like,
what size die is
it's a
it?
D6.
I mean.
That being said, guys,
at least it'll be more identifiable than the snowflake.
The snowflake one, the liberal snowflake die is a problem because of the what's the one. But we have some cool 2d6s here, but we also have in that final thing. This one is pretty darn rad. I know it's supposed to be a reindeer, but look at that. It's a beautiful gold reindeer on a green background. D4. Mm-hmm. I'm going to think it's also a stag, because that's very wintry and a little more violent. Although I'm sure reindeer are plenty violent if you really let them be. There you go. That the adventure calendar 10 is done, and now I have to do is wait for the ones that I already ordered for the next round to show up in the mail. So.
What did you order?
I just ordered the next 3 that every year this company makes 3.
Oh, okay.
And so you just do the Kickstarter, and that's just who I am. Well, welcome, players. I'm very excited for tonight. Anna, do you have your character sheet handy?
Getting it right now.
Perfect. If not, I can send it. And I'm sure there'll be a lot of stuff. This may be sort of like a weirder, slower combat thing, but that is a-okay. We will just.
You get 20 with 325 hit points.
325 hit points, you say?
Oh.
Yeah. Is that not enough?
I only have 164.
Wow.
Well, I actually want to
325? Wait, what? Oh wow. Yep.
You built the character, Philip.
Yeah, I did. That's because you're because you know why I did that.
I can't do that math. That's on you.
No. It's that because because of the 20th level of barbarian. So what I did for this character when I built it was was made sure that we had strength and con at 20, because then they both become 24. Is what happens.
We did do that.
325. That's a lot.
I'll also gonna augment all of that because I was discussing with Philip before we went live that it rationally, in my mind, part of this ritual if you're dragon hunting is to have a hero's feast before you go out to slay dragons. So everyone would have everyone's hit points for the next we'll say, I don't know, 16 hours. We'll say we've been at it for a little while. Maybe.
How long does hero's feast last?
24 hours.
He does hero's feast carnivore.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So you get 16. Your hit point maximum goes up by 16 for everyone.
Also, I feel like having been teleported into a new dimension, my Xanther would be a little bit paranoid, right? Would we feel like that's a little bit?
Are you paranoid right now? Yeah, you absolutely are.
I think that he would have cast Mind Blank on himself then.
Oh.
Every day?
Well, I mean, we've only just arrived. No, like shortly after we arrived is.
You can do that when we start playing, but I think that is not I think if you want to tell me that every day, because Mind Blink lasts 24 hours, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So every night before you go to sleep, if you cast Mind Blink,
no, that's a little bit too much.
No. That's we can.
That's what Philip's wizard.
My
did
wizard,
in
my
our
my divination wizard did that every day. An unused 8th level spell was spent on a Mind Blank every night before going to sleep,
which let him just contact planes at will, right?
So
you couldn't
then yes.
So
I feel yes.
So then I'll tell you guys what. We're gonna make a couple of rolls, just straight out the gate here, to see the situation of some things. So first of all, my dear friends, can somebody please roll me? Actually, no. I'm gonna roll my brand new D4.
Oh. Should we recap it all or anything?
Oh yeah, we'll do plenty of recapping. I haven't even read a.
Okay. Oh right, we haven't even read the invocation. Sure.
Okay, so guys, this is working out really well for you. When you were pulled here, it was 10 a.m. Can everybody please roll a D100?
Absolutely, Philip. Absolutely.
I would love to.
11.
11? Wow, that's cool. Yeah.
13.
On a D100?
On a D100.
Yeah, me too.
13?
Yes.
Well, that's really cool.
Is it auspicious or inauspicious?
Yes, and I was going to say, actually, if you rolled 20s on your D13s, you do.
Oh, no. Sorry. I lied.
31?
No. Yeah. Yeah, no, it was 13.
13. So I have two 13s
sorry.
already. Well, that's great. Xanther, what did you have?
It's a fucking 22, okay?
22. And Iga?
51.
51.
What of it?
Great. Nothing of it. This was going to be, it was early enough in the day. I was setting the odds higher. It was going to be sort of high would be the thing. The good news for you, and for the dragons who've brought you here, less for the Pharaoh, but the Pharaoh, whatever. You are all currently sitting on, aside from the hero's feast that I guess you had for breakfast. Oh, the real dick move would be to say that you got pulled away during the hero's feast. That would be cool. But
by 10 we would be done.
By 10 you would have been done.
Hero's brooch.
As of yet, no one has expended any spells or used any features. Xanther, if you will roll an additional D100 for me, let's see if you needed to spend your D8, your 8th level spot yesterday and thus lost it, or if you were able to do it last night.
15.
With a 15, an 8th level never came up, so you put that on last night, so you are under the effects of a mind blank.
That's right, yeah. I don't want anyone getting in my private business, okay?
Yes. Now, you do, well, we'll get to... Take your mind blank. Guys, take your mind blanks, take your hero's feast, it's all fine.
You're gonna need it. You're gonna need it.
And just as a reminder to all of you of just the other effects of hero's feast before we start getting into it. You are immune to poison. You are immune to being, you're immune to fear. You roll all your wisdom saves at advantage. And if you were philandering in Wyrmloth with some bipeds, and it contracted a disease of some kind, that is cured. All diseases you had have been cured.
I mean, that's what I say every day.
Okay.
Weird thing to say every day.
The diseases that are like.
Hey, just
between
because I got
legs?
game, all right?
So
I got some Riz,
what
alright?
does Iga?
Huh? What happened? I
What
was
are you
working
saying?
out. I didn't hear you. What's going
Oh
on?
yes, it's the massive sort of blood poisoning you get every day from all of these supplements you take.
Yeah, all the
Yes,
meat.
it is. It has been cleared up by the Hero's Feast.
Oh, thank you so much. I thought, you know how they're like, it's too much protein. You're gonna overdose, but I'm fine. I feel good.
Yeah. Yes. Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely. Sure. Yeah.
Oh God. Okay, this will be interesting. So our recap is basically this. Now a lot has happened in this game, but we're gonna recap in a sort of different way. We're gonna recap from perspective. Tally Urgot, Leanna Thorns, Iga Orkbane, Xanther Bottlebrush, and Red, aka Cinnabon Bun Bun, are great adventurers across the plains. Each of them was threatened by the ravenous, rapacious dragons of Wyrmloth. I believe that Xanther, your home plane of Fessiting was actually destroyed by 3 bronze great worms who operated as a dragonflight. They're known as the Triplets Bronze, and they destroyed your home plane like it is uninhabitable. You are gone from it. Red, your home plane has fortunately been spared the plane of Paracelsum, where you're from, but you have sort of, understanding that attacks can happen, you have joined the grim hunt to sort of stop the horror of these dragons. 3 of you are actually from a place, the other 3 of you being Tally, Liana, and Iga, you are from a plane called Vulcrum, which was actually founded by refugees from planes that dragons had taken. So your ancestry you all are raised in a plane that is like ludicrously defended against dragons and like is like come get us kind of a thing. But each of you, like going back your family history, your legacy, your heritage, you are from worlds that no longer exist. Such as Prosorin, which was utterly consumed by Blizzard Tongue, or Gogamagok, which was consumed by Floridion and Bolok. Whatever. These are names that you guys know and hate. The point is, you 5 brave dragon hunters, understanding that the destruction that is wrought by these dragons who leave their home plane with an unrelenting, unavoidable hunger and greed for more that gets to the point where they consume worlds in their entirety, you decided to go to Wyrmloth and try to put a stop to it. And with a large party, and using a great deal of magic, much of which was probably, marshaled by Xanther Bottlebrush. For Fessiting used to be a real plane of magic and learned minds. You invaded Wyrmloth itself, right over Cloud's Caress, its capital sort of city, and you took out most of its sort of main government. Now, how long has this game been going on in game, you guys?
2 years.
2 years.
Was it?
August 2021.
Yes,
I just went back to pull up a first session.
In game, I'm gonna say that
In-game.
it's been a month.
I'm going to
Max.
Game. Oh, in game.
I'm
It
gonna-
is too. I mean, it really depends though, because we've been in like a lot of
3 months.
different.
Yeah,
I'm gonna call
there's
it-
a lot of time dilation.
I'm going to call it a
possibilities.
month. Yeah, I'm going to call it about a month of time.
Because
Wow.
we've been in this particular
Yeah.
plane for like 10 days, right? Like a fortnight or something
Yeah.
here.
You're,
I don't
Exhausting.
think it's
Not
been that long, not even.
it's,
maybe
it's
a week.
a month is pushing it. I think it's, but we're just going to call it a month. The point is, you have been in Wyrmloth for a month. At first, the dragons were shocked. You had sent spies in. There were what they call the bipeds, what you would just call people, were like ready to assist with the uprising, and they did. Unfortunately, dragons being dragons, and dragons knowing this terrain very well, though you had assistance in this, you were never able to, the dragons guard their hordes so carefully, you were never truly able to mount a huge, sort of like, what do we call it? You didn't have great, you didn't know the full extent of like where, you know, you didn't have it mapped, you didn't have a lot of recon. You went in, you easily conquered sort of like the capital city and like the crown lands there. But as the month has gone on, the dragons who survived have fled to the far corners of the world and are hiding in places that thus far you have not like exterminated most of the dragons as was your plan. You've conquered a place, but and you know, I think you guys might not have quite, I mean, you were ready for it, but like it's a large planet. In fact, Xanther, would you make an investigation roll for me?
Yeah, sure thing. I'll make a fucking investigation roll.
And if anybody ever rolls and if the die is if it is a 13, even before modifiers, please tell me.
That's a 13.
13
before modifiers.
Well,
Yes.
So we have 3 before we even started.
This just feels like it's very bad for us.
That's wonderful.
That's it's a 17 total. 18
total.
Why don't I have 4? I only have 4 proficiencies. Is that right? I guess it is.
Proficiency bonus should be
Yeah.
6.
No, he only has
no.
4. He's surprised he's not proficient in that because when you only get 4 if you're not one of the
that's
classes
fine.
that gives you 1,000,000. Yeah.
That's fine.
All right. With an 18, I will say that you have no numbers on it, you have no correlations, but based simply on like you've done a few things to do shadows, you've tried some divinations, you don't know the exact number, you haven't wanted to spend magic to like fully figure it out, but kind of back of the envelope math, this planet is bigger, like this sphere on which you reside is larger than the spheres that you are used to being on. Though sort of gravity and the weave and everything seems to work largely the same, this is a bigger sphere. So, you know, mapping it has proven more difficult. It has been a sort of larger area. Which is not to say that, you know, you guys haven't like learned a bunch of cool stuff about it. So basically, you have conquered. I'm gonna hold up this for those who sort of remember. Oh my God, stupid light gotta do the thing. Basically, you have conquered the mountains of the cloud and Ard, Firefang and Hexoth. You have largely taken, but once you get to like the plains of Solace, Deep Swamp, Stetch, Ekin, Right, like all these, Bazan Keen, like it is just, you don't have the occupying forces to be like taking stuff there. So you go on raids for dragons there, the dragons have wised up and they are making themselves very unavailable. In addition, my dear Grimhunt friends, when you guys don't go, your armies get messed up. So there is a thing of like, if you send some pretty good people, some dragon will be like, are any of those 5 here? Okay, cool. And I would like all of you to roll a D100 for me one more time.
I mean, to be honest, Bazan Keen is kind of a backwater, so I don't think we really should need to take it.
It's not worth, nothing's worth it there.
I got a 1.
One.
What are we rolling? I'm sorry. What are we rolling?
oh,
D100.
it is weird. I also have a 1. Double
One?
0 and a 1, or is it 100?
That's a 1.
Ah, I rolled a 9.
You rolled 010109?
Yeah.
0,
Are
0,
you
1,
guys
0,
not
0, 1, 0.
lifting, bro?
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What's the problem here?
Are you not lifting, bro?
No, it's fine. No, what lower is better, okay? We're
Okay,
close
well,
to the
I rolled
ground.
a 73. We'll see if lower's better.
Look at here, sweetheart. All right, it don't matter about none of this lifting. All right, we just come across whatever we come across. I don't know what y'all stripping about or worried about. All right, ain't nothing new under the sun. Right?
Let Tolly
If
speak.
it flies, we shoot it. It dies. That's it. Right? That's simple here.
Tolly.
Yeah, if it flies, it dies. That's right. That's right. You just fucking
13.
take it out of
Wait,
the sky. That's what
How
I'm
about
fucking talking about.
How about dragon kings? You know, if it has scales but doesn't fly.
We're not
you
getting
would
to
still-
combat tonight, don't worry.
35. I sort of like to stay in the middle ground.
35. Okay, so
35, yeah.
Leanna, Red, and Xanther. On the few occasions you guys went out on your own, especially Leanna and Xanther, when dragons attacked, you like dispatched them just solo on your own. So there was like a reputation of like, okay,
It's no fucking big deal,
Yeah.
okay?
Tali, you similarly were like, and I think we'll even say that Leanna and Xanther, it's like a couple of like adult dragons attacked you, and you were like, all right, but you know, you were able to do stuff that took them out. Just you had your lieutenants, you had help. Tali, you were out, and Red, similarly, you fought off stuff. Tali, you were able to do so. Iga, you once went out on your own, like completely by yourself, and like you didn't bring a retinue because that feels correct. You were ambushed by a lot of dragons at one point, and you wound up. This is probably something you hate doing. Would Iga actually ever retreat?
I mean, it depends on if I carb loaded.
You with a 73 will say that your macros were a little out of balance that day.
I mean, maybe I overestimated. You know what I mean?
So if Iga is in a situation where she's like, okay, I'm in trouble, would she jump off of a cliff to safety, or would she have tried to stay in the fight?
She would jump off a cliff, but it would be pretty badass.
Okay, then yes. So it was badass. You didn't kill any of those dragons, so there's like a couple of adult size, like serious dragons out there, like maybe like 3 or 4 of them. In the stories you may say it's 5 or 6, however you do it. The point is, there's a few dragons out there that you didn't take out who like really had you ambushed, and you did have to escape from them. So the point is, you guys, even though Xanther and Leanna and Red have stood up to some pretty intense things, and Tali, you've handled sort of smaller things, you probably, after what happened to Iga, certainly try not to go out just by yourselves anymore. You know, even to divide and conquer to that thing. And it's if all 5 of you are present, no dragon has been able to avoid you, has been able to face you, but they have been able to hide. They have been able to move in subterranean caves. Xanther, you're sort of, you know, there is so much, so many illusions on these things that, you know, you'll be able to use spells to dispel them, or those of you, or like Leanna with your huge passive perception. Some of these dragons are able to get their things hidden in a way where you need passive 30 to actually like understand. Aha, there's a whole. So you know they're able to move around and such. So that is why, though, over a month that you've been stuck in Wyrmloth doing this important work, you've made good progress. You've taken out some big ones, but you're realizing this is like, you know, this isn't just a like, we go in, we take it out, we win. It's like, okay, this is gonna take a long time. So that is like that is the recap for you all. As you've been doing this for a month, and one morning after your hero's feast, you were sort of discussing if you want to try to take out the rest of Hexoth, if you wanted to go to Firefang, when all of a sudden you felt a strange pull. And Xanther, you saw these purple mists kind of just like bleeding up the side of the mountain, wrapping around you all. I think Xanther, last week you even recognized this as a Dreadland, as that sort of magic where you've been summoned to a place. You were surprised that your portents didn't warn you about this. Or although, as most divination wizards and or eldos will tell you, oh, in retrospect, I totally knew this was coming. But as you all were pulled there, you found yourselves before great sort of pyramidal structures, ancient architecture, all of it perfectly shining in gold. Everyone on the street was a dragonborn in sort of simple robes, palm trees, a hot sun shining through, a purple haze above, desert stretching out in the distance surrounding. But then you all felt tremendous shifting within your bodies, your finger bones breaking, extending claws growing out of your fingertips, your own teeth sharpening, scales taking form all over your bodies. Each of you has now been transformed into a dragonborn. And as have several of your top.
But I'm like stacked, right?
You're still, yes, you're all, and I mean, you all still.
In what way do you mean, Ika?
Like muscle, like a muscle. Like if you were to make pancakes of muscles,
Mhm.
it would be a very high stack.
Understood. Muscle pancakes with a syrup, with veins as the syrup running down.
Yeah.
Great. You look around. I think that we ended last week with you all saying, "I hate dragons," as you knew this was happening. Your lieutenants are
care for 'em.
similarly doubled over in pain. This is where we're going to start, and at this time, I'm going to read the invocation for today's game. Some of you might recognize this one. Then I'm dying at the bottom of a pit in a blazing sun, torn and twisted at the foot of a burning bike, and I think somebody somewhere must be tolling a bell, and the last thing I see is my heart still beating, breaking out of my body and flying away like a bat out of hell. Oh my god. Okay, so, friends, you feel a pretty intense, your body's racked with pain, you're sort of standing up, you've transformed. This is magic that is sort of beyond sort of, this transport here and this transformation, these things happened automatically. You notice that your various, I will say your camel and horses that anyone brought, those things are not transforming. But your lieutenants have all doubled over and they are sort of changing. I will mention this to the players again. Have a name for whoever your top lieutenant is. If you want to pick a species for them, you can. Just have that handy. I'll ask when needed, or you can bring it up if you want to send them to do something. But at this point,
Wait, what? Have a name for what?
sorry. Each of you has a lieutenant, a top person who happened to be pulled here with you because those dragons, like, in a perfect world for the dragons who brought you here, they would have brought your whole armies. But instead, all that's left are the armies who apparently aren't much of a challenge for the dragons there, if they're not led by one of you. So, with that in mind, as you sort of think of some folks like that, you do notice that a draconic sort of a couple of draconic things had maybe talk to you, a couple of what are you doing, but one begins sort of walking towards you. Do you all speak the draconic language? I would imagine that you all would have learned that for I mean, my god.
Yeah.
Great. So one of these beings is kind of walking to you rather officiously. They're wearing robes that seem either to make them a noble or perhaps a priest of some kind. They do have a curved blade at their belt. And this dragonborn has wings.
That's
Sort of
wings.
walks towards you.
Oh, you fucking do.
And it says,
That's practically a dragon.
"Greetings to the Gilded City and the world of High Cat. You are you should feel great privilege and honor to have been brought here by the grace of the Pharaoh."
Is the Pharaoh the one who would have done this to my face?
Oh, the Pharaoh does not deign to look at the faces of humanoids that are not at least attempting to reflect the true beauty of draconic excellence.
Oh boy.
So you
I
are
would like to
most
see this
welcome
Pharaoh.
for your transformation.
Yeah, let's go see this
Oh.
fucking pharaoh, okay?
I would like to
would
see this pharaoh
like
so I can.
Oh, you
I
wish
can-
to see the pharaoh.
Yes.
And various
Can I
dragonborns
just shoot
around
him?
are. You can, sure, absolutely.
No, I'm just asking everybody else.
Oh, sure.
Can I shoot him?
Oh, I
Is
was
that-
getting ready. I was getting
Oh,
ready
I
to go
got
by all
I mean,
means.
I don't have
Okay,
a
great.
problem with it. I
Pull out
don't
a
know.
bow, I shoot him.
Make your roll.
More like a wish to kill the pharaoh. That was funny, Red. Good one.
That's a 30.
A 30 will hit.
Hilarious.
I
I love these kind of jokes. I love murder jokes.
Now, oath bows, you have to like you don't always put the stuff on. You have to like designate those, right? Who's like the real target.
Oh, do I? Oh, I think you're right.
I think so. I mean, I think you can do it maybe maybe you can do it until that person's dead or something. But
I believe
This
so.
one while it
I'll look it
lasted, Red.
Shit. Or I guess I'll just do the regular shot then. That's fine.
up. I think it's still like a like a plus something bow though. Here.
oh no,
Yeah,
it's
it's
you
like a plus.
definitely have some stuff. But I think that you only do the extra 3d6 if you have said
right. This is my sworn
yes.
enemy or whatever.
Yeah.
That's 14 damage then.
14 damage. Okay. Great. We're gonna do this as what I call soft initiative because, no, you know what?
That's
Think
soft.
the situations could change crazy. Let's go ahead and roll initiative, my friends. And we've had, just to clarify, we've had 3 13s so far. Cool.
Can I get advantage on this?
You can find that in your novel of a character sheet. Aha!
14. So not 13. Okay.
But it is if it's a 13 on the die, you'll let me know.
It's not.
Understood.
I rolled a 12. I'm sorry. 11.
13.
Was it a natural 13, Liana?
No.
19.
Okay.
Oh, it's an 11 for me. Sorry.
19.
Who wants to go first between Xanther and Red?
I think Red's sort of.
Okay.
I
Oh yeah,
kinda-
you know
I
what,
kinda
Red,
already started.
you're kicking this off. In fact. Alrighty.
I guess I'll do a second attack then.
Well, yeah. Let me make sure this person doesn't improbably outroll all of you. They do not. Yes, go ahead and.
And they
You
don't.
can just start shooting.
Okay. Should I just should I go ahead and declare this person?
You can. I'm looking at the oath bow, and this is like
Yeah.
way less awesome than I thought. You
Yeah.
can only do it at the next dawn.
Yeah. So it doesn't.
You only get one. You only can do one per day, basically.
Is way less cool
Yeah.
than I thought it
But
was.
Yeah.
you might as well throw a hunter's mark on it, right? Because that you can just keep moving around for at least an hour.
Oh, that's a really good call. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and I'll cast a hunter's mark on him then. Can I retroactively do that before my first attack? Since
No, since you attacked out of initiative, I'm gonna say you were not able to do that. But you
Okay.
can.
Oh,
You
so
can
I'm
do it now.
do I have 2 attacks now?
Yeah, now that it's a turn, you can shoot twice. Oh, I'm
Oh.
sorry. You meant your first of this turn. Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yes,
That
I'm gonna
sounds
say
fine.
the out of initiative one we won't put it on, but
Understood. I'm okay with that. Oh. Okay, yeah. I'll also, as a bonus action, I'm gonna use my planar warrior thing. Give him extra damage on the.
well, the hunter's mark is a bonus action, right?
Oh, you're right. Okay, well, never mind then.
Do that. next.
That's a 30 plus on one and a 19 on the other.
The 30 plus, those both hit.
They both hit. Great. We'll do a little bit of fun damage then. 7, 9, 16, 32 points of damage total from the 2 hits.
All right. Very good. Okay. So basically, you're just putting arrows. The dragonborn around here are like looking like shocked that you're sort of doing this, and a few of them are like stepping forward, and you actually do see a few like guard type dragonborn like stepping forward with sort of spears, although they like ceremonial spears, although they're not even like super getting into it.
That's right, Scalies. I got arrows for each and every one of you.
And
Just
you
step
notice
on
actually,
up here.
Red, what is your passive perception?
26.
With a 26, you notice a few of those guards like immediately turning. You don't think they're running in fear. You think they're running to, make certain things known to people. But that is Red's
Go ahead.
turn. Yeah.
Get your pharaoh or whatever you call him out
Xanther, it
here.
is your turn.
Got plenty of these.
I'm gonna say, listen, Bucko, my friend here, he wants nothing more than just to pepper y'all with his fucking arrows. He's kind of crazy like that. So just fucking take us to the Pharaoh and quit wasting our time. We have a lot of other stuff to do. I had a massage scheduled. So, just pep, all right? Don't make me fucking wreck your mind, okay? Okay? It's also, I just want to say, it's fucking weird. I don't know how the fuck the rest of you deal with being this tall all the time. It's fucking weird.
Oh, if you would like, I'll let this be a player's choice. Because I'm not taking away any stuff. Like you can be a halfling-sized dragonborn if you'd like.
Okay, I don't know how the fuck you guys deal with chafing here because this is disgusting. Okay, these scales are fucking disgusting.
I like that.
We are both halflings then, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
me
I
too.
mean,
I'm halfling too.
come on. Hello.
So, are you doing anything, Xanther, with your action, or you're just saying all of this?
I'm just gonna try to intimidate him, I guess.
Okay. I will say that you have looked at how much damage that Red has put into this priest, and this priest does not appear to be bloodied. So the priest seems more, is more like, how dare you, than, oh my god.
Okay. And in that case, I'll just fucking cast Mind Sliver on him.
Okay. What does Mind Sliver do?
It's a cantrip. It's an intelligence saving throw of
All right.
21.
Saving throw of 21. I fail.
That is 16 points of psychic damage.
Great.
And he or she or they subtract 1 point from their next saving throw.
Perfect. All right. Wonderful. Iga, it is your turn.
Okay.
And I will do is I will then using my spell mastery bonus Misty Step out just sort of back.
Sure.
Away from any pointy things, or like if there's anywhere like is there an up place around here?
In 30 feet there is probably not. You guys are kind of like in the middle of like a big plaza, so you could
Okay.
you could like go back if you wanted to have your feet be in like a little like pool that was like a palm tree lined pool kind of back.
Yes. Oh yeah. I'll just go
Sure.
ahead. I'll just
Splash
sort of like
into that.
I'll just go ahead and Misty Step semi reclining.
Sounds great. Okay, cool. That brings us to Iga. It is your turn.
I'm gonna also send you Iga 20 because I feel like this sheet is not complete now that I'm looking at this. And nope. The reason why I say that is because it'll take a second to come through, but I'm looking at this and I'm going, I want her to go into a rage.
For sure. Yeah.
They
You can bonus action rage. Yeah. You got that.
bonus action rage. Try that in Uth Guardian Town. You know what I mean?
Okay, sure thing.
And but I'm not quite sure that like I have the axe the axe of the Dwarvish Lords. I don't have the
That
whole...
doesn't seem to be on here. How strange. Yeah.
So it seems to be incomplete, and so I just wanted to double check that I have it all right, as well as I have Spirit Shield, but then the Spirit Shield's doesn't seem, I can't find it. So
that is actually, did you build, because this seems to be on your
yeah, no, it's probably my bad.
But yeah, this, because I thought I built your character, but this is a this is from your account, not
It is
my account. Okay.
So you're saying I have bad credit, and I get it. Yeah.
I have bad credit. Let me see if it just happens to be on mine somewhere. But we will pull that up the right info. What Pierce? Can you just look up what the Axe of the Dwarvish
Axe
Lords
does.
All I'm
stats
saying is
are?
that Iga would do whatever she could to just kind of like, fight off everybody, rage.
Yeah.
Chill,
Well,
chill,
the
chill.
rage, no problem. You definitely can do that.
She did have a lot of bone broth before.
I guess I really thought I built yours as well, but maybe I didn't.
Okay.
I thought you did too, but then I was looking at it closely. I was like, oh wait a minute, we never.
That's right.
Because it
This
was like,
thing is ridiculous. So it's a +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls.
Yeah.
It also functions as a belt of dwarven climb, and dwarven thrower, and a sword of sharpness.
Yeah, it's insane.
You have immunity to poison. You have dark vision.
But what we're looking for is just simply what because you have an oath axe on here. If you rage, your attack with this weapon is going to be a plus 13 plus you have a plus 16 to hit, so go ahead and roll with a plus 16.
okay,
And I think are you going to throw it?
28 to hit.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw it.
If you
I'm gonna
throw it, you get an extra d8 of damage on it.
throw it.
That's a hit, and you can do that twice if you'd like.
But what's the damage on it, like regular wise?
Oh, the damage on it is so you will deal 2d8. God, how much rage damage does a barbarian deal at level 20? Plus 6? Oh my god.
That's what I'm saying. Like my sheet's not complete, so I'm not.
It's plus 4 melee, so it's plus 7 plus so it's 7 so it's plus 14. So 2d8 plus 14 is how much you deal.
Well, also, it is also a sword of sharpness.
Yeah.
So a creature takes
On a natural 20.
when you roll a 20. Sorry. Okay, I missed that. Thank you. Sorry.
Okay, so that's 7 plus 14, so 21 damage.
21 damage, great. Okay, that is from your first throw. You just smack this person. You can go again if you'd like.
Does it come back to me like
It does. It flies
war
back into your
situation,
hand.
Okay.
It is a giant axe, and every time you throw it, it flies right back into your
Okay, so
hand.
plus 16. Oh, that's only 22 to hit.
The 22 does hit.
Wow, we enjoyed it. 2d8 plus 14.
2d8 plus 14.
Okay. 13 plus 14 is 27.
27. Yikes. Okay. Liana, you get a turn, but you don't have to do much. Now this person is looking bad.
I told you don't teleport me against my will when I had bone broth.
Oh my god.
Oh no. All right.
Dad.
So that axe of the dwarvish lords is just this. Just so this person is getting.
Dad, I missed you, Dad.
And this individual looks very injured and very harmed, but their expression is not fear yet. It is still, they're now bloodied for sure, but their expression is still one of like the nerve. Leanna, it is your turn.
Is there anybody within 1 of us 5 feet of him?
Actually, no. None of you have gotten close to the person.
Okay.
None
Can
of you
I
have
use
moved
my
up.
bonus action as like to hide behind somebody or something?
Yeah, I think there's enough other
I'm
people.
sure.
You guys have enough of a crew there. Go ahead. You may hide behind someone
And
else.
then I'm gonna do a sneak attack.
All right. Go. Well, so make your attack roll. You make it. Well, first make your hide roll. Make your stealth to see if you are hidden.
Okay.
To see based on this person. I can't imagine you won't be because I'm sure you have a plus 12,000. But let's go through all the. Let's go through all the
Sure.
motions.
26 to hide.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you are hidden.
Stealth, yeah.
Yep. Hidden for
And
sure.
then
So roll
now
with advantage. Yep.
And yeah, that's a 23 to hit.
And what are you using? What is the weapon?
My short bow.
A short bow. Okay, so basically,
That actually was more than 20. It was 20 with +2 today, 25 to hit. Which
Okay.
is horrible.
Xanther did a thing. This person's just like, what? Iga threw, and then Liana kind of out of nowhere suddenly just like shoots from the side this arrow which kind of pierces sort of up like right at the clavicle. If you want to roll damage, you may, but I'm assuming that you're going to do more than 10 damage.
Yes, it's a 11d6.
Okay. So yes, Liana, you certainly.
I'm just gonna add it up for myself.
You certainly
But yeah, go on.
just smack this person who's like, ugh, and just kind of on his mouth. He's like,
Yeah.
and just sort of falls to the ground. Liana, that is your bonus action and action, and you've moved a
Okay.
little bit. Tally, it is actually your
Sure.
turn.
That changes a little bit. So I will then, instead of doing what I was going to do, I will cast Thaumaturgy to make my voice boom 3 times louder than normally would.
Okay.
And I will say out to this city that we're now in, we would like to be taken to the Pharaoh. We will kill our path there if we have to, but it will be easier if you simply lead us to them.
Can you do get ready to rumble too? Can you do that?
Beep 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 beep
What?
beep beep beep
Xanther.
beep 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 beep
Xanther,
beep beep
no.
beep beep beep
I will
beep.
never do this rumble thing that you asked.
Come on.
Oh, yes, why not?
They're not ready to rumble after that little show, and I don't know what would
all
make
right.
them.
You say all of this, Tally. I think you all
Why not?
have pretty darn.
I will also have taken out my shield and my staff of withering,
Um,
so sort of posture as well with this.
I think that you all have some pretty good. You have some pretty good like perceptions on you. You look as the crowd. They all sort of look at you, and their eyes almost like there's this like purple misty haze on all their eyes as they
Oh,
sort
boy.
of turn to you, and then just weapons are drawn, and they begin sort of like throwing spears, throwing rocks, shooting arrows and such. We're going to treat this crowd of people not so much as an enemy, but as kind of just like a thing. So I mean, it is doubtful this is going to do much for
That's
you.
difficult terrain.
It's almost
a
difficult terrain.
swarm?
It's a almost more swarm like. So I'll say that I was going to have. I'll tell you what. I was going to have your friends kind of operate on initiative count 10. Your
Okay.
lieutenants. So upon seeing this, what they're going to do is they're going to like move up ahead of you guys and draw whatever shields and weapons they have, or cast any sort of minor spells. They're going to sort of serve as like a defense for you from this as you sort of decide what to do. They're sort of almost taking the dodge on your behalf. So I'm going to so can all of you please make a dexterity saving throw? I
Sorry.
kind of imagine you're just no one's really gonna be touched by anything here, but let's
Well.
just try it.
I don't have great dexterity.
Okay.
So
If I cast shield, may I get advantage on that?
26.
I mean, sure, if you want to.
25.
25, 26,
19.
19,
Ooh.
7.
7. Okay.
Oh no. That is
Not-
excuse me. That's a 13.
13. Okay, great. Tally and Xanther, despite sort of shields and the stuff, you both take 15 points of damage of just like
Unbelievable.
rocks and sort of just like general stuff being thrown your way. Iga, you're going to take half of that. You're going to take 7. Liana and Red, you're going to take none. You guys managed to just like you're dodging above it sufficiently.
Well, half and then half again, right? Because he gets raging.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I guess that's true. Yes. So you'll take 3.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm in such a rage, I forgot.
And as you're just kind of like rock hits you in the head as they're sort of doing stuff, you also notice that like some more significant stuff is going to be coming for you. But it is.
Iga, you're supposed to dodge those, Iga. Don't let them hit you.
No,
You're not
she
the
likes
boss
it.
of me.
No, It gets her. No, it gets her going. You know, if you know what I mean. You know, it gets her growing.
And it is at this point that you hear.
I'm a shower, not a grower.
After like a few moments, you guys hear some like the scraping of heavy stone, as if some gates are being opened somewhere. And I'm gonna roll initiative for this next situation. Fucking garbage is what I just rolled. Stupid. Whatever. This will be a wasted round because you guys won't even see what you get to fight. It doesn't matter. Okay. Cool. So, at this point, as you guys are sort of like moving and kind of like your people are blocking for you as sort of stuff's incoming, you hear these large, something's being opened, and anyone whose passive perception's over 20, you definitely hear what sounds like the beating of like wings getting a little louder as if coming from below, although they don't sound totally like normal wings. You're not completely sure what that might entail.
I mean, we've been fighting dragons for a month now. We would recognize the sound of dragon wings versus some other kind of thing, right?
They sound like dragon wings, but they sound a little... Tell you what, free perception check, Red.
All right.
They sound like baby dragon dum-dums.
Wait, do I have advantage on that? Oh, I think I do have advantage.
No, I believe we've killed many of those. This probably sound different.
No, I don't. All right.
I want to go home. Can we kill everything?
I'm sorry. 14.
14. You would just assume it's dragons.
All right.
What else? What else is it gonna be, guys? Come on.
Do we see palace anywhere?
There is a large, yes, like across from, you are pointed at what would be like a great palace ahead of you. Yes, for sure.
Are people scared of us, or like, are they like?
Iga, I'm gonna let you do a free insight roll here, but then we are gonna go to Red's actual turn.
Okay, hold on. 10. Tiga's not very. Iga's not very playful.
They don't seem to be scared of you. They all seem. Maybe it's the weird like purple stuff in their eyes. They can't see how scary you are. It's weird. You're not sure what's going on with
I
them.
think they are mind controlled.
This place is boring.
This place is boring.
If they're not scared of me, I'm bored.
No, you should endeavor to make them scared of you.
What
I'm
distance?
trying to flex. No one's reacting.
Can you describe the lay of the land? Like, are we surrounded? Are they like in front of us? Like, is there 100 feet between us or 20 feet?
People have closed in on you. No, you probably have more like 20 feet on any side. Kind of, it's irregular. There may be spots where you have more like 30 or 40, and maybe somewhere they're only 10 feet away, just kind of moving in on you kind of aggressively. Whatever sounds you hear, you think that's more like, it's like 100 feet away or so, but it's hard to tell exactly.
Are they all around us, or is it like a semicircle type of situation?
Ooh, good question. If you wanted to retreat, you could sort of run back. It does seem like most of them have massed, and Xanther has maybe even pointed out there is this like palace-looking structure ahead of you, something a grander sort of thing. If you wanted to, the least dense people is in the opposite direction, just kind of leading to like another concourse of this sort of flat stuff and sculpture and obelisks and things, all gold.
Okay. Real quick, I'm gonna ask everybody: Are we? Tally, who's the smart person in this group?
That's me. Hello. Oh, this guy. Hello.
Yeah, Xanthar. Are we going forward? Are we holding
I was
the
just
line
gonna
or going
ask.
back?
I feel like I can just take us. It depends on how like sentimental you are about your lieutenants, really.
I mean, I don't.
Fly.
They
Although
helped us this far. Let's do this.
Fly?
We can do. I mean, I can take everybody except for one. So
I'm just gonna cast plant growth.
Okay. Oh, sure, great.
And I just want to leave like a row, single file row from our lieutenants and us back away from the people.
Okay.
Towards those structures, and then I'm going to, as a bonus action, I'm going to do a 60-foot hop backwards.
Okay, so yeah, you're a good bit away from the rest of the group. Very fun.
I'll just say, well, we might if we're gonna take them out, we might as well just do it proper, like, and that should slow them down for us.
Are we staying or are we going? Sorry, I missed that.
Well, I that's what I was asking. Or if we're going forward, we can go forward, but if we're going backwards,
But Red is saying that having already hopped 60 feet backwards.
but everything grew around us. All the plant life just grew like immensely, like almost probably like 5 feet high, I'd imagine.
It seems
and
it's
extremely dense.
It is growing. It's dense. There's not much plant life out here, so it all looks like it functions how you want it to, but it's all real kind of like dead and sere, and like it's like the roots of kind of like browned palm fronds and roots of palm just kind of like shifting up, kind of.
Whole lot of
up through the cracks in the gold ground, the gold pavement, basically.
It costs 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot of space through this stuff.
They'll still continue throwing some stuff here or there, but they're out of projectiles, and for them to come after you will be much rougher for sure.
Okay, well listen, it kind of depends here. So I can take 9 of us, and we can just go right in the palace and just like fucking get this done with. Because honestly, again, I want to get back. This is fucking ridiculous.
Agreed.
Who here has the lieutenant who's most likely to be like, I volunteer to stay behind? Who has the most?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Okay, then.
But I have a flying carpet. But I let my lieutenant ride that.
You toss
my
your
fly,
lieutenant.
Follow us on the flying carpet.
You toss your lieutenant a flying carpet. What is your lieutenant's name, Leanna?
Bob.
Bob.
B-O-B.
B-O-B. What species is Bob?
Shadow elf.
Bob.
Okay, cool. A guy? Girl?
Sure. Guy.
Bob will sort of say,
Yeah.
I do so love riding your flying carpet. I look very dashing when I'm on it. Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
I'll put on my
Yes,
scarf.
you
Yes, of
have
course. So if
A little bit of an
Follow
innuendo,
us
isn't
and
it?
find us over there, okay?
absolutely. So you toss Bob a
That's
flying carpet, and
creepy.
Bob's like, "Ooh, wonderful." So Xanther, are you going to what spell do you want to cast?
Cast teleport, and I'll go take myself and 8 willing creatures to a place that I can see. So I will
Now,
take us
Red-
to the palace.
Red is not with you.
Well, motherfucker, why do you have to be like this, Red?
What is the range of teleport?
I asked you what you want us to do, and you just hither-dillied around it.
I didn't hither dilly. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's a 10 feet thing. Maybe I take everybody except for Red.
Well, just run back here. It's going to take them forever to get over here with all that grass in the way. Just
All
pull
right.
everybody back.
Right.
So you'll tell your whole crew, aside from Bob, who's going to get on a flying carpet, to all run 60 feet back, and then you'll all dash, and then your next turn you'll cast it. That's the plan, Xanther.
So fucking difficult with those big fucking legs, I swear to God. Every single time. Just the jumping, the hippity hoppity.
Just
It's like,
jealous.
fuck it, I should cut that fucking tail off is what I should do while he's sleeping.
Look, I can't fly. I hop. Okay, this is what I do. I don't want to
bro.
hear none of it.
No, I
Same
know.
dynamic with you guys.
So yeah. So what is your so
Hey,
Xanther?
can he-
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna say, let's move 30 feet back. I'm gonna say, like, everybody gather around, including you piece of shit rabbit, and then I'll
Awesome.
begin.
Andrew, can we be friends just for one session? Can we
I
be
don't know
friends?
why. I think this is like complete out of character. I think this is completely colored by my dragon's perception of this character, but I think he's a real fucking asshole.
Fair enough.
I think he's just got real halfling.
Invent 2 more characters who might be friends.
Yeah.
Never happened.
That
Okay. No, I have a good thing. Okay, this is good. This makes me realize something. Okay.
okay.
Yeah. So Xanther will move. Oh, I could hold on. Actually, is there some fucking shenanigans I can do? No.
When we
I
get
swear I
out
feel-
of this,
I'm
I'm gonna
already
take.
back though. I'm back behind. It's fine.
You had already moved back to some extent.
It's fine. I'll sort of stay where I am.
You're just gonna stay where you are.
I mean, I'm like sort of. I feel like I'm sort of like 20, 30 feet from everyone.
Red
and,
left
like,
a very narrow hole of plant growth. I'll tell you what. I'll say because you had gone back, you could get to red this turn if you wanted to, and then it's telling everyone to get back because like he made it so like you can't. It's 4 feet of movement to go a foot. Like off of this little path he left you guys.
But the path connects us, right? Like everyone can get to.
Well, it doesn't connect you because I forgot you did Misty Step away, so you're like off on the side in a fountain.
That's fine. Here's what I'll do is I will just like sort of roll my eyes, brush off the fucking roots that are crawling all over my body. I will Misty Step once again into the path, sort of halfway through to make it easier for everybody. And then I will say, come on, everyone, gather around. And then I will, that's about it. I'll take this turn. Basically, I'll take this turn. I want to like just look. I would like to look. Ooh, wait, what does my arcane eye do? Actually.
Gather around and do what? I feel like you just keep saying gather around, but there's like no.
We're gonna travel to the fucking palace. I'm gonna.
Why did you say so? Okay, this is what we will do. We'll gather around and teleport.
Oh my god. I
See,
swear
this is what I'm talking about. You ask him a question,
I
he
swear
never
to
gets the
fucking
point.
Lathander, I swear. And I'm gonna just like really stink eye try to like scope out the palace and like plan where I want to land us. That's what I'm gonna do for my turn.
Sure. You're not. Are you trying to go within the walls of the palace? Or you're just trying to get like right outside the palace.
I'm gonna whatever my character thinks is gonna be the most. I mean, I'm not opposed to going inside. It's a little bit of drama. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But if I feel like that's like a way too risky, I would do just outside. I'd prefer to go inside.
You'd prefer to go inside, but if you think it's too risky, you'd want to go outside.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think in a situation like this?
I don't know enough about teleport, so I would say
go ahead and make an Arcana roll for free.
Okay.
Probably outside would be safer if you don't.
I think outside would be safer
Outside
because of the
would be
mishap
safer.
thing.
If his ego was making the choice, it'd be an automatic go for it.
I think that I'm gonna want to go in. Let's see. So like
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
would
That's
inside
damn right.
okay, so would inside
You also
is
do miss a lot of the
basically-
shots you do take.
That's fair.
Inside is basically like a description. Like, okay, I'll make a.
Well,
Arcana.
he's actually tall enough to get on the rad now, so it's
Oh.
maybe not such a bad choice.
No, I'm the same height
No,
as
he's
I was
not.
before.
He's a halfling.
Oh, you are?
I'm the same height. I
They're
chose to be the
He's just
same
a
height.
halfling size
I'm
dragon.
very
I
proud.
was adding
I'm
the
very
tail.
proud.
I was adding the tail to your,
No, it's just the scales are just. I really don't understand how they do. No wonder these dragons are just assholes. That is a 30 Arcana.
Going inside, certainly the idea is you don't actually know what it looks like in there. You're kind of just basing it all on a general guess. So the possibility that you'd get like something mishaps could happen wouldn't be so bad. I would say though with it's 40 you said
30.
The likelihood that teleportation into certain places is not possible can be very high. So it's also possible if you try to go in, you'll be thrown at, you'll
Be shunted.
You'll be shunted out with some force damage right outside of it.
Or I'll go. I'm gonna shoot for it. Fuck it.
Go on inside?
I like to live.
Sounds good.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll make the decision next turn.
Oh, sure. Perfect. Okay, that's Xanther's turn. Iga, your turn.
All right.
So we haven't teleported out of here. So am I still just like throwing fucking?
If you want
axes
to,
at
you can still keep throwing. There's now this growth of plants back. Xanther has said, "Come back here to me, everyone." So if you want to, you can attack and then go. You're attacking that crowd
and then
basically.
go back to where Xanther is growing, saying to come back.
Sounds
to.
good. Make your attacks with your horrible
great.
with your horrifying axe.
Plus 14 or plus 16?
Plus 16 to hit with that
Oh,
axe.
okay.
This axe is
Oh.
unreal.
I don't even understand how much that is. But
Wait a second, though. Yeah, go ahead and do it, but also hold on.
32, but I feel like
Wait.
that's too much.
We could use the axe.
What?
The axe for what? What are you saying? What did I miss?
The
Tali,
axe can
what did I
cast
miss?
teleport, and if we're going underground, it can't possibly
No,
fail.
if you can touch a fixed piece of dwarven stonework.
Okay.
They're very specific. You have to read the whole thing of this stuff. It's very specific what they do.
Can I just hit shit or what?
Go ahead and you've thrown a couple of times there. I'm just gonna say that you hit and murder 2 dragonborn. No, there's not a question of this. You cut a couple dragonborn in half. That's fine. But
I'm sorry,
my
I
dear
feel like
friends,
their lives are disposable.
I really thought we had done this a while back, but God, we're really moving fast here, everybody. Don't you worry. Iga,
I'm good.
my friend, fun little thing I forgot about. What you have is an artifact. So I'm gonna need you to actually roll on the D100 table a couple of times.
What?
Can you? I need you to roll on the D100 table 5 times.
Oh.
Me?
Yeah, you, Iga.
I'm so flattered, man. Like, hold on.
I should have
My
been.
dog is
I
growling.
should be setting timers on each turn to see how long it gets through any of them. Because like the
62.
62, great.
22.
22,
53.
53,
What's 004? Just 4?
4,
99.
99. Great.
And
Nice.
46.
You only needed 5.
Oh,
So
I
we're
thought you
good.
said 6.
I
bad.
very well may have.
I ended on 99.
Okay.
Did I win D&D?
You to an extent you might have. So the good news for you is you are immune to disease.
Thank you.
You. I'm gonna do evens or odds on this.
Okay.
You can't do it
all.
while raging, but you are capable of casting magic missile from the axe.
That's my favorite spell.
Well, you can do it. Check that out. You can cast it once, and then if you roll a d6, and if you roll a 1 through 5, you can't do it until the next day. But if you roll a 6, you can do it again. So congratulations.
I'm sorry, if I roll a d6 and roll a 1 through 6, that's all of the 6s.
No, if a 1 through 5. So if you roll a d6 on a 6, you get to do it again.
Oh, I rolled a 5, so I can't.
Well, you haven't even done it once yet, so you're still good now. It's every time you cast magic missile, you roll a d6, and on a 6, you can do it again. Otherwise, it's just a once per day.
Am I helping my plan at all if I do magic missile? Like,
On
I don't know.
on your next turn, you can and should do magic missile, 100%. Hold on, guys. Sorry about this. I just forgot that this magic item's gonna have a bunch of stuff on it. Hope you're all enjoying this out there, guys. This is what high level D&D combat is like. For some reason, this is everyone's favorite thing.
We're fine. Everyone's fine.
I envision that when Iga casts magic missile, it's just like she reels back and just
Flexes her
spits, and just
Oh.
spits
She's like,
and like a magic loogie basically at people.
Is that
What
really
is
what I
this,
just rolled for you? Okay, cool.
What is
Congratulations.
this weapon that she has?
This is the axe of
It's
the
the axe of the dwarf
Dwarvish
swords is an
lords.
artifact.
So he's rolling all those random minor and
You
major
also can
properties.
cast. It is a ritual for you. It takes you 10 minutes to do it. You can cast Find Greater Steed. So you
Where my
can.
mount at?
So you can get steeds. We'll.
Oh no!
Um.
What about Nandor? Nandor can't teleport with us.
No, you have a lot of mounts out here. You're probably leaving behind. And there's
What do you mean, Nandor?
There's a couple other followers.
My camel.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're leaving.
We'll figure that. We'll figure that out.
More people. I mean, Nandor could try to get
finish your properties.
No, I know what Nandor means. No. Listen, I know what Nandor means to you. Fuck these other lieutenants. Like, we're bringing Nandor.
I'm gonna lose the camel.
Good news for you is you also have disadvantage.
You get 2 people on that.
You have disadvantage on saving throws against all spells, Iga.
I don't care.
Because there are
disadvantage.
Disadvantage on all spells, throws against spells, and
I don't even care.
oh no, while you're attuned to this artifact, your flaw is amplified in a way determined by the DM.
Oh no, now I care a little bit.
What is your flaw?
What's my flaw?
Do you know what your flaw is?
Did we?
Iga skips leg day. That's her flaw.
You didn't have to do
Iga
it.
definitely skips leg day.
We'll get to we'll
Holly,
figure out
I
what
would
that means.
don't ever accuse me of that.
All right.
Iga gets so upset at the thought of skipping leg day.
Well,
and I don't, honestly, I've never met anybody who's skipped leg day. Right? You guys all do leg day.
I've never met anyone who skips leg day. I really like that as a like I can't even imagine I know someone who would do something like that. I really like that.
Every day is leg day because you walk places.
Exactly. And
I am leg day.
Great.
And you do Uthgardian split squats.
I have never done one of those.
All right. So cool.
No, it's the only leg exercise you need.
Cool
Okay,
actions.
what does Iga's flaw? God, it's hard to think of.
Is it not on your sheet?
No. Where is
I usually don't come up with a flaw.
No.
I feel this is I don't always love the stuff that's like your flaw becomes a problem. It's like, what does that even mean? Okay. We'll get back to that later. The point is,
great.
if any spells are cast against you, you do have disadvantage. That's
my
a pretty
flaw
rough
is
detrimental effect.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
have
minor detriment?
disadvantage on spells, but also like if anybody comes from my family, I freak out. I don't know.
Understood. Leanna, what would you like to do on your turn?
Well, I guess we are gathering, so I'm heading that way.
You'll just zip back to where Xanther, Iga, and various people are.
Though I'm feeling that it's kind of we are getting ready to be roasted by a dragon or bunched up, but
It could happen. Tally. Or Tali. Is it Tali or Tally?
Either.
Okay.
I use the long A, Tali.
It depends on accent. I would say myself is Tali, but Tali is how many
I
people
like your
pronounce
dialect.
Fair enough.
Thanks.
So,
Tolly. I get you. Tolly.
good golly, Miss Tali.
There's a red led like a path through the overgrowth for us.
Yes.
Okay, then since I'm like the one basically effectively like pulling up the rope, I will move through, but I will leave Spirit Guardian at hold
where
in
they were.
Oldner Grove.
Okay, great, cool.
So so if anyone tries to follow through that, a Guardian of Faith, I'm going to cast a Guardian of Faith right there
Guardian of Faith.
to block
Spirit Guardian, I was like, oh, okay, just got that. Yeah. Guardian of Faith, perfect. You put that there. I assume you put that in front of your lieutenants who are also going to be going right after you.
Yes.
Okay, great. So, you do that, you rush back. The lieutenants, aside from Bob, do you want them to, Tally, would you like to have Nandor come, or do you want Bob to try to get Nandor onto a flying carpet?
Oh, absolutely. Bob can take it on the carpet.
Okay,
yes.
so basically Bob will try to take any mounts or any other stragglers onto a flying carpet. So, okay, cool. So basically all of your lieutenants go. Bob is sort of trying to do that. Still some stuff's kind of being thrown in here, but because of that growth and their attempts and stuff, and Bob has unfurled the flying carpet and stuff's kind of crawling on, and Nandor's like spitting, and it's there's a horse. I think Leanna said there was a horse. There's kind of shenanigans. As you guys are all sort of piling onto you guys they're piling onto this. At this point, you do hear wings beginning to beat from below. This is like pretty far away. God distance-wise, I don't think they're gonna be able to do anything. This is a bummer because you're
Can
teleporting.
I have any sort of perception roll on it to I don't know. Does it sound like a regular dragon or not, or what?
Make a perception roll, absolutely, Liana.
Oh, that is only a 35.
Only a 35. Ha 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 ha. With a 35, you hear the beating of dragon wings, but even at this distance, as they echo from subterranean chambers, the dragon wings seem both rattling and wrapped in fabric.
Oh, I think this might be an undead dragon.
And at this point, you both look out, and all of you sort of gathered back where you are, with Xanther like preparing to do this, Red about to take a turn and everything. And you do see 2 adult-sized dragons that are wrapped in mummy wrappings, but seem to be like undead and such. Their mouths are just like maws of bone and such things, and like dark shadows. They fly up from either side of you, 2 of them, kind of on these out of these 2 pits, and they've used a bit of movement. They're going to make a little bit more movement. I said they were 100 feet away. I'm going to say they had to use half their movement to get out the loop. They both sort of curve in the direction of where sort of they're coming from here, and you know what? You guys have all the fucking hit points in the world. I don't care. They do fly sort of towards you all and open their mouths, and they have a 60-foot range on this. And they both open up and just blast you and your crews. Interestingly, 60-foot cone. No, they're only 30 feet away. They will get Bob and company as well on the carpet. And what sort of flows out of these massive mouths is this, it's not so much necrosis. I mean, it is, and it does appear like flame, but it's more of a rotting kind of mummy rot breath that they are just stenching out on you. It is certainly is necrotic, and it is moving like fire. I need all of you, dear friends, to make mummy rot breath. It's a mummy place. There's dragons. You knew this was coming. Can each of you please
I
make
certainly did not.
Constitution saving throws, my friends?
Constitution saving throws.
Constitution saving throws.
Oh, I have
23.
Hold on. You're reporting on this, guys, while I gather some
Okay.
stuff. Just make your rolls and have them in mind. I do.
Oh no.
Guys, this is 2 of these is gonna be rough on you guys. Okay, you actually have to. Can everybody please make 2? Because there's 2 of them breathing on you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even better.
I only have 180 hits.
Yeah, I have a lot less than that.
We're not
I have
barbarians.
100. I have 183. So
Well, Tally's got a
What's hit points?
Rod of Resurrection. You guys will be fine.
Good stuff.
All right. How did we all do on our first Constitution saving throw?
3.
23.
23. The DC for this was 21. So if you have succeeded on 21, you will only take 17 points of necrotic damage if you succeeded. If you failed, you will take 35 points of necrotic damage.
Whoa.
And you cannot regain hit points until this curse is gone.
Whoa.
Let's play.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
Can you give me your second rolls, my dear friends?
8.
22.
8.
28. Yep.
14.
23 natural 20.
Natural 20.
Should that matter? Doesn't usually.
Tango.
Oh,
Okay.
I rolled way worse on that one. Okay, so if you on your second save, if you had 20 or lower on the save, you are going to take an additional 28 points of necrotic damage. If you rolled above, you take only 14. And if you succeeded both times, you can still regain hit points. But if you failed either time, you cannot regain hit points.
Sorry, what was the damage?
The damage on that one was 28 on a failure, 14 on a
Is this a
success.
magical effect?
It is a magical effect. You can roll at advantage on this for sure. That's fine.
I'm gonna use my reaction to take half
No.
damage from the first one.
Makes a lot of sense.
The second one, what was the hit points on the second one?
The second one was 28 on a failure, 14 on a success.
All right.
No,
So, Andrew, you and I failed the first one, so we've got a curse. Liana failed the second time, got a curse. Red failed the
I'm
second time,
gonna
got a
use
curse.
my stroke of luck, and then I succeed.
You succeed. Okay. So who failed at all either time?
So that's Xanther, Red, myself. I don't know about Iga.
Iga made it both times.
Made it both
Iga
times?
was
Okay, so the
not-
three of us are cursed. We're fine.
I failed both times. Do we have to kill both dragons or just one?
I mean, you guys are welcome to stand here. and
What
fight
is the
these
half
guys.
damage for the second one?
The half damage for the second one is 14. The way this works is you cannot regain hit points, and your hit point maximum will decrease by 10 every 24 hours. But this can be removed with magic that removes curses.
Yeah, I thought we might need that. It's
But
prepared.
but at this point, you've been hit with this mummy rod. I'm gonna say, oh god, I feel bad about it. Bob and your other followers and camels and people are all just like screaming as they are turning to dust before you.
Alright.
The camel?
I'm gonna roll 6 on these. Tell you
God
what,
damn
though.
it! That's like my 6th lieutenant this year.
Fuck off! We gotta breed you a new camel.
It's okay.
There's something funny to me about. I think the most villainous thing about you guys is how much you're not caring about your lieutenants.
I know. I am
they're all
very
dead.
sad to meet. We never even talked about him, but
Oh, wait.
Rex has been with me this entire time.
Bob rolled an A. I'm saying Bob made it. Bob rolled an 18 on the die, then a natural 20. Everyone else is dead, but Bob is still alive.
Ooh.
Looking rough, but Bob has been hit by all that. So Bob is like looking rough, but is not has not lost the ability to Bob could theoretically
working
regain
out.
hit points. In response to this, these two dragons, they're here, they're like moving in on you, kind of one from each side. Bob will sort of shout, I shall draw them off. And Bob like flies higher and says, come you horrific things, come you dragons, come to Bob. So Bob is still alive.
He's got the ashes of that camel on there, though. Let's make sure
Sorry.
we.
I will. I will find a way to bring Andor back. Don't worry.
Okay.
Are we
I'm
talking
not
about
gonna worry about it.
Bob?
What?
Yeah.
Are we talking about Bob?
Bob is the only lieutenant who survives. And Bob
Okay.
is going to try to draw off the dragons from you, which is sort of pointless as you guys are about to teleport away. So naturally, Bob will be the only target of these dragons. But at this point, that is their turn. We are back to Red. Red, would you like to do anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and. What do I want to do? I want to cast a spell on myself.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna cast non-detection on me.
That sounds
Non-detection. Sounds great. I don't even know what that. I mean, I know generally what that does. I don't know the specifics, but I love it. Xanther.
Well, hang on.
Yeah.
But you're gonna also get close to us, right? I'm just gonna keep standing 60 feet away from us.
Well, you all ran 30, so he's only 30 away.
Yeah. I'll run to bottle.
You run to
Actually, my
Denver.
my hop is only 30 feet, but I'll move up to bottle.
I think you said last time you ran then hopped. That's how it was 60. But you
Sounds
can,
good.
You can head on back. Great. Xanther, it is
But
your
I'll head
turn.
up.
And I'm gonna turn over to Red. I'm gonna say, "You get your fucking furry face next to us." I'm gonna give him a big kiss right on the mouth, and I say, "Don't you? I'm not gonna lose you." and then I'm gonna cast teleport.
All right, and you're teleporting where, my friend?
We're teleporting. Well, we were gonna teleport inside, but now I'm really kind of a little bit shaken up here. Not feeling great. We're gonna go right at the. We can't see the front door of the palace, can we?
You see a large structure there. Make a perception check, Xanther. I'll give you that for free.
It's polite
right.
to knock on the front door. We can be polite.
19.
A 19, you think you don't see the actual gates or doors. This whole place is so shiny and the gold, it's kind of like hard to distinguish stuff. But you certainly see what it seems like it's all like based at the front. With a 19, you also think, actually no, with a 19, that's all you can tell. Yeah.
Well,
Come on, short stuff. Show us what we got.
I don't know that. We're still in initiative.
You are?
Never mind.
you don't know what.
Let's go.
Okay, we're gonna go teleport. We're gonna fuck it. We're teleporting inside. We're teleporting inside.
Okay.
Great.
Let's do it.
Roll a D100.
Okay.
Ooh.
Here we go.
It's be slightly different because, well, we'll get to it.
Oh no.
What do we got?
47.
27?
Right. 47.
47. Okay, understood.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You in this case, you're not going to be like thrown halfway across the world because you're using this almost as like a super long range dimension door through stuff you can't see.
How far actually? No, it's not. I need 6. I need all of us. Never
Yeah,
mind.
you're trying to bring everyone. I get it. So you're yeah, Pierce. What are you laughing about? I'm sure
I
it's
just
good.
was wondering if we were gonna be blown off course when we just wake up we arrive in the Tomb of Infinity, and now we have to dungeon jump to the most deadly tomb.
That's it. Actually, wait. Similar areas send you to a different thing.
No,
That's fine.
what? Pierce.
Don't give
Um,
him ideas. Never give Phil
I
ideas.
really want that miniature fortress, I guess, guys.
No,
I
I
really
think
want my
we're
own
gonna-
pyramid
okay,
that can
so
shrink down.
We're going to use similar area because you're literally looking at a structure. You're trying to go one place in the building. Instead, you're forcing yourself in a different area of the building. You're kind of like, you're sort of doing this, like you think you're going to just go like straight in the thing. Instead, you're going like somewhere like up or down or in it. You're just like, you're going to go through. You were sort of aware this is what could happen. And were a bit, you were sort of, ready for it, but you guys are you guys feel that feeling of a teleportation, but then you feel this tremendous as waves of force damage strike through your body, and you are pulled straight out of. It's like your ship's been pulled out of warp or hyperspace, or you're suddenly pulled out. You do that's really good rolls on that, Philip. That's bad. How many hit points do people have here, by the way?
Currently,
Yeah.
135.
88.
Okay. This
115.
This is 15. 1-5.
115.
115.
293.
Because I rolled 2 9s and a 7 on the 3d10, so that's 20. That's 25 force damage that you all take. Just thud. And in addition, you are all. Some of you I know have means of flight, but you are a good bit up the structure. As you've been bounced out of being able to sort of teleport directly into it. So you're just on the side of this thing and you begin to fall. Who has
Featherfall.
You'll reaction featherfall? Cool.
Yep.
I know a lot of you also
have-
even have flight abilities, but you're all
I have
really
winged boots.
Some of you
already.
have winged boots, some of you have
Wait,
I got
we're outside of the pyramid.
so you guys just traveled
Inside.
No, you're not inside. You couldn't the magic would not you couldn't teleport within it. It was prevented, so it was kind of an automatic thing. But you also weren't where you thought you'd be. You're way halfway up it. But Xanther hits featherfall on everyone who is falling. Some of you have means of flight already. But we're just going to
Okay.
resume initiative there. If Bob had been with you, everybody else died. Bob actually could have come along. Oh well.
Yeah.
Bob's on a. You look back and
Okay.
it's about almost a mile away, 3/4 of a mile, a mile away. Bob is on
I told Bob though to come to the thing. So is he
Oh.
gonna like come around?
Well, Bob
That's
can
what
come
my
to here. Bob
original-
was going to now try to draw those dragons off, but I guess if you told Bob to come, Bob would come. Okay, so that is Xanther's turn.
How much
Iga,
damage did we take? 20, 25? you said?
25 additional damage to all of you from that
Cool, cool, cool,
roughness.
cool, cool, cool.
Iga, so you guys are all up, kind of like on this gilded sort of like tall structure. You're not crazy high. You're maybe 60 feet in the air, and the structure maybe goes up another 40 feet. Kind of these like multiple sort of towers.
Wait, outside of the trying to get into the pyramid?
This one is not a pyramid. This is like a palace, it has a few sort of towers. And now that you guys are close to it and stuff you've seen, you do see that the central tower has these large bars on it, and almost would be you've seen a lot of it in Wyrmloth. It looks like somewhere that a massive dragon could perch, and perhaps like orate to this city below if they so choose. Like a place a pharaoh dragon might arrive to like speak to its people.
Let's go in. Let's see if we can find this pharaoh a-hole.
Okay.
Kill him.
Iga, why don't you make a perception roll? Probably not your strongest suit, but give it a shot.
Don't judge
Iga-
me.
Iga,
Fair
you
enough.
want to catch me?
You've been featherfalled.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, 16 plus. Hold on. Scroll. Let's scroll. Oh, 16 plus 6 is 22. Well, That's
Hey.
not bad.
Very good. With a 22, Iga, you're sort of looking around, and you do actually see it's kind of the doors of it are closed, but only about 15 feet above where you are, there is a little like small balcony that has a set of doors. They are closed, but potentially you could enter this palace through there.
You guys like
Yeah.
potential? Me too. Let's live
Yes.
up to
Let's
potential.
go. Let's go.
Um,
Beat these bastards.
Okay.
Tali, you feel all right? You're going? You coming?
Yeah. Sorry. Are we still in initiative? Or are we?
We're still in
We are.
initiative, yes.
Okay.
So
Yes,
Iga, you're gonna fly up there, use your movement to winged
Yeah.
boots to. So okay, Iga lands up there. Who cannot fly right now? Who has no?
I will have to.
Oh, you want me to hold you?
If you want to, you could probably catch a couple of. You could catch those two if you wanted to, or you can
I'm
hold
small.
two people.
Look.
I'm
Sure.
small.
Okay, that's fine. You can carry some people up.
Hold on to my bikini. We'll go up.
Your metal bikini on scales, yeah.
Yeah.
So Tally, I believe. No, I'm sorry, Leanna. It is your turn next. So basically, Iga, kind of Red and
Only
Leanna.
gotta tell a rabbit that once.
On your turn, you two are both being lifted up, and now you sort of at the end of Iga's turn, the three of you are all on this thing.
I
Leanna, would you
think
like to do anything on your turn?
Being being a rogue, I should do a check for traps on
Sure,
these
please.
doors.
Yeah, make an investigate roll. It's in initiative, so it's kind of going to
Great.
take your whole turn. But yeah, you can do your check for traps. Make sure all is safe. There.
Investigation. 23.
This door does not appear to be trapped, and you don't see any
Is it locked?
You also don't believe this door is locked. It will take a little bit of finesse to open it, since it doesn't have obvious handles out here. But you don't even need thieves' tools to pry it.
I'm sure Iga can just finesse it,
Or
power
Iga
finesse
can
it.
do it. But yeah, you on your turn, Liana, you find no traps or wards on this door of any kind. That ends Liana's turn. Tally, you are falling as well. You've been featherfalled.
Yeah.
Featherfell.
Okay. I have a lot of things to do, and they all require an action. But
Let's get inside first, and then we can.
So first thing I'll do is I will reach into. She'll reach into her into a pocket and pull out a little figurine,
Okay, sure.
and she will sort of whisper to it, "Fly, my friend," and it will grow into a giant-sized fly, horsefly that she will hop on the back of
Great.
and begin to fly up, and just will hover off of a ledge or whatever, since it is massive and doesn't want to block the. I guess, and I will sort of it's large size, so I will just kind of swoop under Xanthar.
Oh, to pick up Xanthar as well.
Yeah.
Xanthar,
And fly
if
us, and
you're
we can just.
cool with someone moving you out of your turn. Yeah, if you don't resist, for sure. Easily done. So basically, at the end of Tally's turn, everyone is close there. All right. Let's see. Pierce and Vanda, would you please roll a d6 for me?
3.
3. Pierce?
6.
6. Cool. So one of those dragons gets its breath back. Let's
Of
see.
course, I was like,
It's not me.
I rolled high. If I rolled a 6, I knew it had to be bad.
Do you know the size of your flying carpet, Vanda? Or do you not have that specifically?
5 by 3.
It's the 5
3
by
by
3
5.
version. Okay, so it's the fastest version. Oh, okay. Well. Okay. Well. Bob did not roll the greatest on general evasion, so I'm gonna have to make a con roll for Bob. Ooh, Bob rolled okay on con. I don't know how many hit points these people have, but we'll say if they're saving on it, Bob's getting but Bob is still kind of weaving and trying to get away. So Bob still lives in the distance. Not that any of you know or, quite frankly, care.
Does the carpet come back to me if he dies?
No, it's not attunement.
There's more about the carpet than there's follower.
Yep. You know what? I'm glad you are just the bad guys. It's great. Okay. Red, it is your turn. At this point, Liana has confirmed that there are no traps on this balcony door. Tali and Xanthar are on a giant fly, kind of right next to the balcony. You and Iga are standing there as well with Liana.
I resent
Excellent.
the characterization that we are bad guys. We are fighting a war. We are waging a war, and there are casualties in war. You can't be precious about life.
I get it. I lost Gertrude, and I ain't shedding no tears. Don't even worry about it. All right. Fuck them dragons. That's my motto. All right.
That's right.
I'm gonna put a hand on Iga as I walk past, cast freedom of movement on her,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna open the door. We're gonna walk the fuck in this place.
Ooh.
Great. You have a lot of just busting.
What does
out all these
freedom of
little-
movement do? It increases my movement.
I think it's just
Yeah, you
you
can't
can't
be-
like you can't be like locked up or restrained or things.
Or slowed
Love it.
by
Or slowed.
anything.
That's great.
Well,
So-
maybe the spell's slow, but like you
Not
can
by
move through those
terrain.
plants plenty fast, is what I'm saying. And if you get grappled, you can get out of it really easy too.
All right, well then, you
Great,
all,
thank you.
You all enter this sort of high tower here.
If I have my next action, I'll cast that on myself as well.
On your next action,
Freedom of movement.
I guess that we can leave initiative at this exact moment.
Great. 'Cause,
well, wait. Red, you are opening the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going through.
You
Whatever.
just open the door, walk on through. What you see within is a large, round, sort of like chamber. There are sort of like stairs and ladders going up and down from it. There are some cushions. There are some like tables, scrolls. This looks to be some kind of workspace. You also see various like figures that depict dragons, kind of with reverence. But it is definitely the space of bipeds. Yes, Liana.
How are we dressed?
You are all wearing what you'd normally be wearing. You're in your normal clothing, so you.
Bikinis? Is that what you guys wear? Bikinis?
We all wear bikinis.
And is it very different to what the other dragonkin wear?
Yes, all
around
the
here?
other dragonborn look very different than what you're wearing. They're all
Dragonborn.
wearing very kind of like white robes with
Okay,
various
well,
colors.
I would like to make a suggestions eventually.
I'm gonna roll 2 things real quick. Sorry, everybody.
While this is happening, I'm going to cast Foresight.
We're going to.
Oh.
I guess we will leave initiative. That's fine.
Okay. Then,
Yeah.
before we do anything too crazy, friends, Red, Xanthar, very quickly, allow me
Please.
to lay a hand on you for a moment here, and I will cast 3 instances of Remove Curse on myself, on Red, and on Xanthar.
Understood. So the mummy rot. You guys felt this kind of like creeping sort of mummy-like.
I would like to make a suggestion.
I'm like 100
do-
hit points down. Yeah, go ahead.
Why don't we
next
disguise
step.
ourselves as if we were from here, and that would make it easier to find our way straight to the pharaoh instead of
Um,
fighting our way through all the
Hold on, Liana. I know you are the most cunning out of all of us here, but it sounds to me like you're saying you're actually concerned about these dragons, that this pharaoh that we're gonna run
No,
across.
not the pharaoh, but all these riffraff. They will be just slowing us down. Do you really want to deal with that?
I mean, no, I suppose not. We could just sneak past them too, right?
Well, if we dress like them, they're not gonna look at us twice, and we can still sneak.
I mean, as long as they don't have to take none of my armor off, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, you can. Sure.
Tally has cast Remove Curse 3 times. Red, you're casting Freedom of Movement on yourself as well. Xanther, you're
Yes,
casting
please.
Foresight.
Yes.
Okay, so we have a lot of spells kind of on some spells are cast.
If I have time, I do have a little bit more.
Okay.
I'm going to use a couple of charges.
Oh, you're using
on
your
the-
rod.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I know that myself and Xanth are pretty big, so I'm just going to expend 2 charges to cast Heal twice. So I'm just going to give Xanthar. Let me just double check how much it is here real quick.
70.
Says it here.
70 hit points.
78.
How many of those things can
Why
you do?
Is that from Life Cleric or something?
Yes. Because I am a life cleric, it adds. All I know is that D&D Beyond says 78 next to the heal, so it still must count as casting the spell.
No, it does. I'm curious why it would be 8.
Let me just double check here.
So you have a +8 to your wisdom.
So I regain 2 plus the spell's level. And there's something else here. Hang on. Yeah. So whenever I use a spell at first level higher restore, they regain HP equal to 2 plus the spell's level. So it's the +8 is
2 plus
from
spells
life
level
cleric.
is the 8. The 8 seems like a weird number, but I get it.
Yeah, but it's 2
so
plus
yeah,
the spell's
you
level.
gain 78 hit points back, Xanther.
To Xanthar, and I will throw 1 on myself.
Sure.
With that, which will be 78, but then also
You get extra.
I get another 8 as well
There you go.
because of the blessed healer.
Wonderful.
That's 86 points for myself. Because that was not a fun time, friends. And Red, you took a beating as well, yes?
Oh yeah, a little bit.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I could heal myself if you prefer.
That's
say
fine. I'll
what-
just spend 1 more charge. Take 78 points of heal.
I will take it all, good sir.
Wonderful.
Many thanks.
So
I was down 70. That was perfect.
How much should we heal?
you all
You
get
healed 78.
back, which is good.
And that's
Perfect.
well, just Xanthar and
Yeah,
Red.
not Iga and Liana. You were not healed because you succeeded.
Oh, I don't like feeling left out.
Well, you're here. We're all here together.
That's true. Thanks. Okay, I feel better now.
I'm left out of this.
I love you guys. This is awesome. Let's kill stupid dragonborns.
Yeah, see, that's the kind of talk I like. Let's go kill some fucking dragons.
Absolutely.
Liana, you begin to smell incense. Like a very fragrant sort of scent. Something burning
Uh-oh.
not far away.
I'd like to do a little. Is there anything in this room that I could use to disguise myself as a local?
there really isn't much clothing in here. You could potentially take some canvas sheeting that was used to like cover tables and wrap it around yourself. That would sort of look like those robes, but not exactly.
I'd like to do that though. Just put some robes on myself.
Okay, you can
And
wrap a robe around yourself a bit. That's not a problem.
do I think that is somebody coming this way?
It's nearby. You're not sure if it's someone's coming or if they've just started lighting something that's on. It's not in this room. Might be in the floor below.
I don't know. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to explore? We need to find.
I mean, I feel like the simplest route is to take one of these servants, say, "Where's the pharaoh?" And if they don't tell us, to kill them, and then ask the next servant until we find someone who will take us to the pharaoh.
Or
Yep.
I could just impress on them that they should just tell me because I'm a mastermind and I have good charisma, and I could just persuade them to tell me
Yes.
where to find the pharaoh. I don't want to like run away from the group, but if I could just
Wait,
you
Vanda,
know,
you're gonna leave the group? That doesn't.
no, I don't
You're
want
gonna
to
go
do
off
that.
on your own. Oh, that's
But
wild.
these
never-
guys are not
I've
good
never seen
at
that.
Yeah, I really don't want to do that. But
I get it.
I think by myself I would have a much better chance finding just one dragonborn and try to talk to it.
Mike, Red's cloak billows dramatically, and he goes, "If I might have a little combination suggestion here,
Mhm.
how about I one of the things I do is track dragons. So how about we continue walking down the path till maybe I come across a track, or we come across one of these folk here that's a local. If we come across one of them, Liana, perhaps you do your best to charm your way into their good graces so you can figure out the location, and the rest of us can follow surreptitiously behind, or if that doesn't work,
But
we just we grab them like Tali
you
suggested
could
and put a
pretend
knife in
that
the throat.
that you are my prisoner.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really. That's not really something I'm okay with, but
It would be pretend.
yeah, I'm not. That's not my. That's not. I don't. I don't do that.
Mm.
I don't.
All right. Well,
Talking to folks ain't my strongest.
why
I like
don't we-
seeing them from distance.
Why don't you and I start tracking down a single dragonborn, and I'll try to talk to them.
Well, why don't we all move together? I think we'll be able to go pretty stealthily here. I'll cast Pass Without Trace on
Okay.
everybody,
Mhm.
and this should help us all move pretty quiet. Everybody else,
Pass Without
solid.
Trace does not do what people think it does.
it helps. It don't
helps,
hurt.
but,
Oh,
All right, let's go.
I am
Okay.
not quiet.
Nor am I. My
Um,
adamantine plate armor and my shield.
So there is basically you believe the way down. There's like a trap door. You see ladders that lead up to trapdoors above you. Down is trapdoors below. Seems to be ladders.
Okay. If we come across any signs of a dragon, I would like to. I have a favorite enemy thing. I can track them, I guess, survival or whatever. So if that opportunity arises, I would like to do that. I don't know that there's any tracks here where we are or anything like that. I don't know that there's like dragon walking area.
This room you're in doesn't seem like it would hold larger dragons.
That's what I
the
was thinking.
Windows don't seem to be big enough. The ones on the other side. This seems more of like a. But as you sort of go to so are you going up or down? Is my question.
Are we towards the top of the pyramid?
It is. This is like 3 towers. Is this sort of palace structure?
Oh, right.
And
I would think the boss would be somewhere up. Don't you think?
Sure.
Also at a place where it can easily fly out.
and rulers do like to be as high above those that they rule as possible.
Would we have noticed just
Sorry,
by
that
the
was
design,
Tongart.
by the design of the outside of the building when we were falling down upon it?
This is a balcony fairly high up on this tower. The other tower was pretty similar to this one. The central tower is what you thought.
Two
was
towers?
Like there's two towers on the other side, and then the central tower you thought was like a perch for a massive dragon. And then then the structure below is much larger.
Well, shit, guys, we all probably should just fly over to the other tower.
I was going to ask because if we need to proceed in, I will have to return the fly, and it will not be usable for 2 more days. Once I shrink it down. So if we want to fly over,
maybe we should we just do that? I mean, that seems the most direct route.
if you're here to find the pharaoh, that looks like where the pharaoh would sit. So stands to reason. I'm in favor, but
Any opposed?
No.
Man, this is the best democracy I've ever been a part of. I have to tell you all. Let's get your fly out, old Tolly.
it's still buzzing behind. Okay, so if you'd like to,
It's kind of it was just an expression. I was just
oh,
saying.
it's not one I have heard before because it is a literal thing, and the fly is over there waiting.
Well, I made it up, so
I
you
see.
just yeah.
Okay, yes, I have gotten my fly out. It is right there.
Let's make like a bee and buzz. How's that?
Incorrect, but understood.
Does anyone else need to just the ability? Wait, what accent am I doing? Does anyone else need to?
I lost it for a second.
I know. Does anyone else need to fly or anything? Does anyone else want to do that? I mean, I can do that for you if you want.
Well, I could use. If you're gonna move there, I need some transportation.
You're older. You need to.
Okay. I mean,
with I'm sorry, everybody. Gotta make one more thing. No,
I can
absolutely,
probably take at least one other person with me on the fly.
So as you guys have sort of taken this time to walk, who has passives over 20? Liana and Red and Tally. Okay. Liana, you hear it first, but as you're sort of having this conversation, your fly is like out there, sort of like on that balcony. You do hear, it's the fly's buzzing wings is hovering or whatever. You are hearing the beating of wings again. You suspect that the fly being out there might have attracted attention of those things that came out on patrol earlier.
Where is Bob?
Do you want to go out and look? You
Well,
don't
have you
think
rolled
they're
on Bob,
like
please?
they're not like right. You can tell they're maybe 100, 200 feet away.
Sure, I'd go look.
Liana,
I'd
make
go
a
look.
make a perception roll.
Perception. Oh, 25.
25. You glance out and you do see these 2 dragons kind of like coming toward, like one is kind of flying low but to swoop up, the other's higher, sort of coming down. You look up and with
Do
a
I
25,
see Bob?
I will say Leon with a 25, Bob was a trusted lieutenant. You see in the teeth of one of those mummy dragons a few strips of Bob's cloak, along with, sorry to say, but they are actually totally damageable, a few strips and scraps of what was once your flying carpet.
Oh.
Guys,
So-
we are having company. We need to move one way or another.
Can we get across if we move fast enough?
I mean, the fly is very fast.
How far
I'm
away is
sure
the...
that's where we need to be.
let's just go.
All right,
Yeah.
let's do it.
I'm ready.
All right. So, guys, it's 9:30. So I'm going to say that as you sort of step out, the the dragons. You know, kind of in the time it's taking, probably closing in to just be real dicks again. That is where we're going to end tonight's session. We will be back, however, for this one next week, and I'm not sure. Is that good for you, Anna, to play next week?
Next week is good. The
Great,
week
so yeah.
after is not good.
Yeah, I can't do the week after either. So yeah, so we're
Perfect.
going to be here next week to continue this. Maybe we will come to the end of our. Maybe we'll get to a definitive answer. I imagine they'll meet the Pharaoh next week. I don't know that we'll finish because 5e combat at this level is slow. You see, because hey, how many options do you guys usually have? Because right now you have if you're a spellcaster, why you have infinity?
That's why I'm just trying to burn through all my spell slots so fast that I just don't have any options.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just end with nothing but cantrips.
Limit it, baby. Limit it.
Which, for me is just doing 4d12 a turn is not bad.
No, cantrips are great at 20th level.
At the 20th level, it's ridiculous.
You guys will be fun. But it's funny because the I'm like, okay, I can take off the gloves here, and I'm just gonna have there be 2 of these dragons because realistically there would be.
Mummy rot was rough, man.
Oof.
At least
Me having to blow all my 3rd level spells.
Yeah.
Just to be able to heal now.
At least you're done with those dragons. At least you're done with the mummy dragons. You've beaten them.
Course.
They're defeated. You're not gonna have to deal with them again. So that part.
Of course. Yeah.
Cool. Well, that was exciting. We shall see. I gotta say, what an unlikable group of just jerks.
Will you look at my character sheet and you and I will talk this week and figure out what I missed? Okay,
Absolutely.
I
We'll
thought it
figure
was
out how
all
to
done.
do
I'm
it.
sorry.
No. It's all good.
That's why I didn't reach out to you. Like, I got it. It's good. I got it. And then I was
believe me. When in doubt, I'm like, cool. That thing's done. Just cross
This,
it off the list.
This feels correct though, for even though this is all a group of people that, for various reasons, had things important to them destroyed or attacked by dragons and such, but that they became conquerors.
Yeah, they've
in response to that,
into
right?
it, yeah.
Thank you.
Right, that feels like a correct.
Yeah, I mean, for Xanther, the only thing he feels is when he sees red. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's
So it's
pretty
like,
much
let
it.
me make myself fucking angry.
Yeah.
So, well, great. Well, thanks so much.
Red's
for
the only
watching.
thing he's got left.
We will be back with this game next week. We will have another 3rd time's the charm tomorrow night. We may have a game at some point this week, just at an off hour. We'll sort of see. I'll let you know about that in the midweek. And then on Friday, we're back with Blood from a Stone, where things are also, Blood from a Stone is always crazy, but we had one of our, I say that all the time. I'm just gonna stop saying that. Big stuff's always happening on Blood from a Stone. Come check it out. So yeah, that's Friday. These are always at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. Go to our Discord to interact and let us know various things. Go to our wiki where you can learn more about all these games. Go to our YouTube where we have the archives posted on a not very consistent schedule, but that's my problem. And thanks so much for watching. But we also have these wonderful players here. They get up to so many cool things, such as, and for instance,
Anna.
I'm not cooking live this week, but I would love it if there are any people in SoCal who like to purchase pasta sauce and maybe make a delicious meal with it. If you would go to Gelson's Pavilions or Lassen's and pick up a jar of Eat Happy Kitchen pasta sauce. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Oh my
I do actually have a question, Anna, because I was going to do this. Where is a best place for you to purchase Eat Happy 2? What is the best place to
To
benefit
purchase
you?
Eat Happy 2, the cookbook. Thank
Yeah.
you, Jed. You can buy Jed's copy, which he has put on sale for triple the cost, or you can just buy it at Amazon.com or BN.com or wherever you purchase books. Here's a website I love. It's called indieshop.com or bookshop.com. Both of those are indie bookstores, and you can order any book and it will be delivered, and your independent bookseller gets the credit for it. It will be delivered to your house like Amazon. It takes maybe an extra day or two, God forbid. Yeah. Thank you for asking, Pierce.
That's great. Jed, are you back to... Oh, sorry. Go, Andrew. Go.
Well, I was just gonna say, and
why do you have to thwart Andrew's, whatever game it is? You have to get in there and make sure that Andrew's pitch for his game is not, why are you so mean? let Andrew
it
pitch
just-
his stuff for once.
I
the
can't
way he
accept the
is.
purity of the goodness of Andrew. It doesn't make sense to me.
There's not,
and so I had to
it's all
smear
a
some
ruse.
grime on it
It's
to
all a
make it
ruse.
You guys
grounded.
should
So-
see. You guys should
I've
see
dragged
the
him
stuff that
down to my
Pierce
level here
does
in the mud.
during Third Time's the Charm when Andrew's talking about his stuff. You should. Pierce is like he'll like insult the show, and then he'll pull focus from Andrew. Like Andrew's talking and Pierce is like waving in his frame, and like it's.
Pierce does nothing of the sort.
He
I
actually
did say something.
He did.
I
That's
did
what's
actually
funny.
He was
do.
really
I did
really
say
mean
something
one-
really mean one time.
week. Yeah.
I
It
don't
was
know what
good.
happened
It was
there.
really good. It was really good. And the nice thing about that, chat, is that Pierce that in penance came and watched my show, watched my stream every day that week. Speaking of which, I'm streaming on my lunch breaks now. So every day here this coming week, from noon till 1, and for a few of those days we're gonna have our very own Anna Vicino coming and playing
Tuesday and
Diablo
Wednesday.
4, coming and playing Diablo 4 because it turns out it's Anna's favorite thing to do. So
This is how I'm gonna turn this into, like, I'm gonna quit everything and
Yes.
just play on Andrew's stream, and that needs to be my job.
we're gonna do it together. We're gonna have a co-stream and we're gonna grow it together, and it's
Yeah.
gonna support us until we're 80.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be, it's like the new podcast.
I don't care
But if you
about
get
anything
sick
else.
of watching that, you could always watch Jed.
Yeah, you can catch me on YouTube at Deadwood Jedi, at whatever the YouTube thing is for Deadwood Jedi. And you can, yeah, that's what I do. I do YouTube videos for Raid Shadow Legends.
youtube.com/@Jedwood Deadeye.
It is, yeah, it's
That is what it is.
youtube.com
Thank you
slash
very much for that.
@sign. That's how it works now. Slash
Yeah.
That's
Matt
what it
Deadwood
is.
Jedi.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
There you go.
At some
So-
point, we'll all just have hexadecimal things attached to us. Oh, also, actually, for me, I'm starting this. I'll be starting this tomorrow. Conveniently, mostly because I meant to stream and then watch Andrew's stream, and then I streamed for 5 hours and missed Andrew's stream on Friday. I'm gonna start streaming after Andrew God of War. So at 1 p.m. tomorrow,
Oh,
I will start streaming. I will continue.
I'll raid
streaming.
you. Which God of War are you streaming?
I am
Here's-
doing the 2018 God of War, the
the
first
OG.
of the first of the Norse.
Right. Yes.
I love it.
It's so. How far
was-
are you, Jed?
I
mean,
barely started
Pierce.
basically, but because I went to just play for those 2 hours and then I couldn't stop playing the game, and so I
It's-
played for 5 hours.
It's really good.
It's
really
insane.
good.
Like,
Did you have the first boss battle yet?
I did the fight with the guy who just knocks on your door.
Yes.
That is
Oh,
one of the most
Yes.
insanely epic
It's-
fights
At
I've
the
ever
beginning.
It's
experienced.
insane.
And
It's-
in the beginning,
absolutely insane. It's so. I still
Um,
remember that and be like, wait, what? Wait,
my roommate asked me
what?
like, "How's the game going?" I was like, "Oh, cool. Yeah. I'm just leaving with my son now. I have to walk through this valley that was created when this other god that I just fought literally split the earth after we threw mountains at each other and created a new valley for us to walk through now."
An unpopular opinion. I feel like that's a better God of War than the Ragnarok that came out recently.
Well, I haven't played that either, so we'll see.
said it.
I can see
Set
that.
it.
I've
But
only.
I'll
I've
let you
only
know because
put a
I'm
little
sure
bit
we'll
into
play that one as well after I get through this.
Oh my gosh, I'm definitely tuning in. I hope you all do too.
Well,
Also, the Marvel Snap improvements have been great.
Oh,
some of
I
the
didn't know you played Snap.
we'll talk a lot. We can talk a lot. About
We
Snap.
need to play Snap together.
Snap is pretty fun. I've been playing a lot of
Yeah.
Snap
Snap is
actually.
great.
I got
Andrew,
Infinite
you
last
totally got me hooked on Snap again.
I got
Yeah, we
Infinite
remake
last
the deck,
season, and I was
and I
able
was
to
like-
break my Snap addiction. So
You got to Infinite. See, I don't like. I haven't. I'm in the 80s right now, and I just don't like.
I'm in the 80s.
I'm in the 70s. Sorry.
I typically don't.
Okay, I'm in the 60s.
Getting my dailies. That's kind of like. That's as much as I want to play. And I feel like I feel like I don't like. When I've like clicked up, it's because I'm just gonna sit here and play for a long time. I just really like doing that. I just want to dumb dailies.
I love it, and it stresses me out beyond belief.
I really love it. I like buying the variants. That's my big thing.
Fair enough.
I only like getting the variants for the ones I use, and then I'm like, I'm good. And now I get too many of them. I just need more. I need a null. I need a canol. I don't know how you
Null.
say it.
Oh yeah.
Null is amazing.
Yeah, Null's
I
really
just need a
good.
canol.
I
need
a
a canol.
I need a
Life
not
will be good
pixel
again.
variant is what I need. when in
Oh my
doubt.
gosh,
I
I know,
hate
right?
pixel variants.
Guys,
Oh, I
thank you
thought
so much.
everybody loved pixel variants.
No,
I
they
hate
don't.
them.
No,
It is-
no one does.
They literally
No one
for
does.
the reward mystery variant, they said you'll get a variant non-pixel.
Yeah,
They
'cause,
literally said that for the new variant.
And the thing
And
is, I
that's
normally
because they
love
were all
love pixel art,
think it's
but these
not.
pixel variants are terrible. They're terrible. Except actually, someone who I randomly, when I was buying cat food from my local store, I said, "How you doing? It's kind of slow in here." And he said, "Yeah, I'm just sort of playing Snap." And then we talked about Snap for 10 minutes, and he showed me the one good pixel variant. Crystal's pixel variant is gorgeous.
Crystals
That one
is it's out of control. Yes,
that
it's
one's
really
amazing.
good.
The rest
It's
are
really good.
garbage.
Yes, I like Venom and Carnage as well, but that's just me.
No.
Reminds you of the Maximum
No.
Carnage on Super Nintendo. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. We'll be back with
Vanda, you want to
Snapchat.
chime in? I'm sorry, Vanda.
Wait,
You want-
Snapchat.
I got nothing.
There you go. That's good. That's a good name for something.
Yeah, Snapchat. Like, that's the thing. It's clearly, everyone would know Snapchat is about Marvel Snap. It's talking about it.
Yeah.
We all get it. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was fun. Until next time, kill the dragons. Roar, death, murder, fighting, nights, yeah, weekends. Bye-bye.